All right, so today I want to share a lesson with you from our daily ose that addresses best practices when it comes to managing your personal power, working with your own magic, so to speak. And this lesson, I guess I could. This is a series of lessons, really, that add up to this conclusion of how to optimize your personal power. And it starts with an experience that a lot of us, probably all of us, are familiar with, which is you were pulled from the clutches of death, so to speak. And maybe literally, maybe a fire, maybe a shootout, maybe a car accident, but maybe a court case, maybe a disagreement, you know what I mean, with somebody while you were traveling, in a foreign country, right? Like just something that was really going extremely bad for you, and you were saved in such a way that you have to attribute it to divine intervention. Likewise, this type of experience could also be characterized by a level of protection that results in your enemies and antagonists being completely neutralized, right? But in both cases, you know that they're not something that you ordered off the menu. Those things didn't happen in any way, shape, or form because of anything that you did per se, right? In that instance, the best practice is for you to acknowledge and to give thanks. Okay? Acknowledge and give thanks. Don't presume to, request, direct, or, be able to, you know what I mean? Dictate at all. That's not part of the deal. You acknowledge, you give thanks, right? On the other side of the equation, there are those spiritual experiences that manifest like super good luck. Super good luck. Like you're always in the right place at the right time, and you experience these quantum leaps of progress, and it's not just once or twice, but like in multiple instances, always at a time where it was just right on time for you. This has happened, so it's real. It's a recurring experience for you. In that instance, the best practice is to not be in a hurry. First of all, don't start getting ahead of yourself and trying to skip steps. Instead, whenever you feel that compelled to do that, you need to put your attention towards your own blessings, taking stock of all your blessings, and setting up, organizing your time in such a way that you are giving the necessary time to each one of your blessings. So that this thing needs to be tended to daily. This thing needs to be tended to weekly. This thing needs to be tended to monthly. This thing needs to be tended to quarterly. This thing needs to be tended to every 6 months. This thing has to be tended to once a year. And you organize your time to be able to tend to those things according to the best interval. That is what's going to put you exactly where you need to be, so that you're prepared for the upcoming opportunities. There will be more opportunities, but what will characterize your presence when these opportunities arise will be your presence of mind as a result of being deliberately prepared to do something. It's going to change how you enter into these good luck situations for you. Okay, so those are two best practices that correspond to two categories of spiritual favor, blessing, and opportunity. And if you enjoyed this daily Ose lesson, then I encourage you to visit me at obafemio.com or orishalifestyle.com. Get to the School of Orisa Studies and take advantage of whatever enrollment opportunities are available to you right now. I look forward to working with you. Odabo.